So today, I'll be reading Not Minding My Own Business by Mary Ann McCourt. I was driving down a major street when I passed a young man hitting and dragging a girl into the bushes. My gosh, he's gonna rape her, I thought. Without thinking, I made an illegal U-turn on a busy road. I jumped out of my car and yelled, "Leave her alone!" I couldn't believe I was getting in the middle of this. I'm 74 years old. But mostly I was too enraged to stop myself. The girl ran toward me with panic in her face. I yelled, "Get in the car." Her assailant followed after her, and the realization suddenly struck. Oh my God, what if he has a gun? I have 2 grandkids at home, and I take care of them. What would they do without me? "You stay right where you are. The police are on their way." That was a big fat lie. I looked at the faces of the drivers as they sped past, hoping someone might offer help. Instead, they gawked and drove on. As the teenager climbed into my car, her attacker pleaded, "Don't do it, baby. Don't go into the car with that lady." Luckily, she closed the door and we sped away. "I want to take you to the police station to fill out a report," I said. The girl was breathing hard and visibly shaken. She said, "Maybe I should just go to class. Can you please drop me off at the high school?" High school? Turns out, they've been dating for 3 years. And his violent behavior was nothing new to her. When we arrived at that station, we wrote down our stories, but unfortunately, she decided not to press charges. Before I left this girl that I was now so afraid for, I told her, my sister's boyfriend, yeah, he stalked her. We worked very hard to keep her away from him. And in the end, he stopped bothering her. But for you, I'll be reading about you and the death notices. She just looked at me with tears in her eyes. And she said, "You're not the only one who thinks that." This story, unfortunately, doesn't have a happy ending. It has a real life ending. I was never called to testify. In a way, I can't believe that what I did that afternoon, especially given how violent people can be. But I'm sure I'd do it again in a heartbeat if it happened tomorrow. Wouldn't you?
And do you have a story of your own? A bold story of your own to tell?
I do. So, it's not my most courageous story, but, it takes ovaries. So, we're all SSU students, and we know how catty the sandwich line can get in the cafeteria, right? It gets real. So, I walked into the cafeteria, and I seen my friend. She was so upset. Well, acquaintance, not even a friend, an acquaintance. And I asked her, "What's wrong?" She told me that this guy had thought that she had skipped him in line, like cut him in line, and called her a bitch. I told her it gets real out here. So. And I couldn't wrap my mind around. I couldn't wrap my mind around. I said, "You didn't say anything?" And she said, "No, he got his sandwich and he walked away." So here I am. I'm very upset that You know, bitch, I don't like the term, but not only the word, but the fact that a man can deface a woman that he doesn't even know by belittling her and calling her a bitch over a sandwich. I don't care how hungry you are, but but it should never get that, it should never get there. So, I told her to show me where he was. We walked up the stairs and we seen him in class. I locked eyes with that fool. And I took a chair and I sat outside the classroom the whole time he was there and waited for him. So as I waited, as you know, so class ended, he was kind of scared to come outside. Very intimidating. He comes out and I stand up and I tell him, only a bitch of a man can call a woman a bitch. Made him apologize to my friend, and we went about our day. Hopefully, I taught him a lesson that you don't mess with ovaries.